Man, look, check this out, man. Big Head, the Dome Doctor. I'm in the building, man. I've been ready, man. I'm glad, I done linked with Florida, man. I with Florida, man. You know what it is.
Man, you already know Florida mess with you too, my dog. For the people that don't know that, let them know where you from, my dog.
Man, this your boy Big Head, the Dome Doctor. I reside and represent Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I was born in Detroit, Michigan. You heard me, in the Motor City. So it's from Detroit to Baton Rouge. You heard me.
All right, so
From the one struggle to the other, one trench to the other.
so since you was from Detroit, like let us know growing up in Detroit how it was for you, my dog.
Man, Detroit was like, Detroit was raw. Detroit was like, that pressure, like way back. It was like, drugs, poverty, the when you saw the schools with all the drug paraphernalias and shit on the ground, and that's how it was. And then it snowed and everybody got froze. And when the snow thawed out, they had dead bodies that, people died in the snow. They had dead bodies and, in the trenches. Like, it was mad to say it was living, you heard me? Like, it was too much for my mama, so we moved to Baton Rouge, you heard me?
So
For sure.
growing up was so it was just mother, was it both parents at first or was it just mother? Like growing up, you just always had your mother? Let us know. Take us there before we go to Baton Rouge. Let us know a little bit about growing up.
Okay, well, I'm the youngest of my mama got 5 children. I'm the youngest sibling. And by the time I got old enough to remember, life had done took a turn for the worse. Was never no father figure, none of that. Like when I guess niggas thought they could take advantage of my mama, whatever, whatever, but it wasn't never no dad or nothing like that in the picture. Like I just know my daddy name. I might have saw him a couple times, you heard? But
Mm.
that was that.
And like going to school, like let us know growing up school how it was. Did you go to school down there in Detroit? You just like how, at what age did you move to over the Baton Rouge? Like did you go
Okay.
to school? Yeah. Did you go to school in Detroit?
Yeah, I went to school. It's crazy because in Detroit, I made straight A's and B's. Like the struggles kicked in, but it didn't take over. Not my mind at that point because like I was making straight A's and B's from first grade all the way up until fourth grade. It was just F's after that and no school. But like Detroit, like you went in the winter time and it was went regardless of the weather. And I went to school to eat once I realized the struggle was real. I went to eat. So I ain't want to miss school. So I was smart as shit anyway. You feel what I'm saying?
All right, so like, and when you say it got real, what made you and your mother decide to move to Baton Rouge? What happened? That say, you know what, we're gonna leave Detroit, we're gonna move to Baton Rouge.
Say, bro, it's crazy because like the Young Boys Incorporated had started in Detroit. And that it has something to do with White Boy Rick. I don't know if you heard about him and all that, but White Boy Rick and some other cats, like were really the actual cats, not White Boy Rick, but the actual cats that was under him, well not under him or over him or dealt with him. Some of them was developing Young Boys Incorporated. So what they would do is it was pretty much get down to lay down. They come to your house, they find out that your mother or somebody was on drugs, and they just take over your house. And they turn it into a crack house. So, like, I was like 5 and 6 years old with junkies knocking on the window. I remember the people kicking the door in at like 5 years old, and I was so small that the police picked me up and held me in her arms. You know what I'm saying? And like I was that young when the drama started, and it just led to get down to lay down. But we went, our house became a drug house. It became a crack house. And, it just got worse and worse. So they took my oldest 3 brothers and made them get down. So they was 9 was I remember everything was chopped nice and neat. And, some of them was in vials and some of them was just in plastic. And little sandwich bags with the little red line, little small ones, like all 20s and dimes. And they was young boys selling it like that. Yeah, it wasn't no choice. You didn't have a choice. It was get down to lay down. It wasn't no choice. If you had young boys, if you had young sons, and your parents was on drugs, you didn't have a choice.
So what about
The
your parents?
drug,
So
the
if your
dope
parents was
dealers
not
knew that.
okay. So if your parents was not on drugs,
Yeah,
they
the
can't. They
drug
wouldn't.
dealers knew
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it was a whole different environment. Like I don't know what it was like if your parent was not on drugs. I don't
Yeah.
know what that's
Yeah.
like.
Okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know what it's like to have a family not on drugs. I don't know. Only thing I know is how to deal with a family on drugs and the struggle. You feel what I'm saying?
Fine. Fine. Fine.
Like I never felt that not struggle.
So
Like
how you end up making the move? How y'all end up making that move to Detroit from Detroit to Baton Rouge then?
but we came to Baton Rouge on a Greyhound bus, no clothes, no luggage.
Mm.
That's how crucial it was. A mother, 5 children, and maybe one suitcase, with social security cards and stuff like that in it. That's it. One suitcase. And we had to make the best from there. Like the people when we got to Baton Rouge, they didn't even understand that. They like, well, what? We got family coming from Detroit. Wow, wow, wow. But then when they saw us, they like, oh hell, welcome to the mud.
Mm.
And shit, it was what it was, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was country struggling. I went from city struggling to country struggling, my nigga.
And break it down to us. Is there a difference between city struggling and country struggling?
It's a big
Let's
difference
break it down to us.
because in city struggling, it has like the good bad guy in city struggling. The dudes that's doing the dirt, they want to be heroes at the same time. Like, they rob the rich and give to the poor in city struggling. But in country struggling, it's just no hope. It's just soup kitchens and hand-me-downs, and you got to go to school for sure to eat in the country struggle. You know what I'm saying? The city struggle, you might can get some help. They might have some dudes that'll put you on, or like look out for you, give you something to eat, or take you to McDonald's or something. But in Baton Rouge, nah, ain't none of that, man. No.
Mm-mm-mm.